What is up, guys? David Perry here, co-founder of Beyond the Peak, our conscious sales agency, and here to make conscious sales no longer the outlier, but the standard in the high ticket space. So we've been monitoring this industry. We work with a lot of amazing coaches and experts. We've been doing it for the past few years, and me personally, I've been in this industry for the last decade, and I'm noticing things are changing. The economy is shifting. The way that people are responding to high ticket products are changing. And I wanted to document our lessons for you guys so you could learn how to thrive in today's economy. In every single economy, it doesn't matter how challenging things are, there are always times where people thrive. And so I want to document what we're learning, how we're winning, so you can do the same. And so there are 5 things that we're noticing that we need to adapt to, that we need to shift to make sure that every company that we work with has in order to thrive. And for you guys who don't know, we specialize in working with coaching companies. We specialize in working with experts. We specialize in working in consulting companies. If you have a course, if you have a high ticket program, that is who we specialize in working with. And we're noticing 5 things that if you don't have, you're going to fall behind and you're not going to be able to experience the success that you might have had. So let's dive in. The first thing is a fully built out Ascension ladder. Now you've heard it before, but why this is so important is because your audience, not all of them are going to be ready to jump into your high ticket program. And so if you don't have a downsell, if you don't have a way to nurture those leads, give them something that they can afford now so you can build a relationship with them, begin to get them results, then you're going to be leaving money on the table. Right? So we always train our team, if you can't enroll on a high ticket program, always enroll on a downsell. But if the client doesn't have a downsell, we will figure out a way to build that with them so that we can build an audience of buyers. Because guys, it's getting harder and harder to generate leads. And the best place that you can get sales is not through new leads, it's through existing clients. Okay, the best place that you can get leads is not through new leads, but it's through existing clients. I believe that we're witnessing the bubble of the new client acquisition space get popped, where for the last 5 years, everybody has been preaching all of the ways to get clients. And don't get me wrong, many of them still work today, but it's getting harder and harder to do. And so if you can turn a client into a higher paying client, it's going to be a lot easier than trying to convert a new lead into a high ticket client, right? Seems logical, but it would surprise you how many people don't have it. Now, the second thing is to make sure that you have a upsell for your current clients. Have a back-end offer that you can offer those who paid for your flagship program. Why? Same logic as a downsell. You want to have a set of buyers. It's a lot easier to enroll them into a higher ticket offer than it is to take a new lead and enroll them into higher ticket offers. And so if you can spend less effort, but enroll someone on triple the investment through a back-end offer versus spending all the effort to generate a new lead and sell them on a flagship program, what would you rather do? Think about it. Your flagship program might be 5K, it might be 10K. Right? There's a certain amount of energy, time, resources that it costs you to turn a new lead into a 10K program. Is that right? Of course it is. However, if you already have someone who you've delivered an amazing result to for a 10K program, and you have another 25K program to get them to the next level, what do you think is going to be easier? Take someone who doesn't know you and sell them on a 10K program? Or take someone who already purchased a 10K program from you, got great results, wants the next level, and now is ready to buy a 25K offer? So if you don't have an Ascension ladder in today's economy, in today's world, you're going to be missing out on opportunities. Because guess what? If you can't help your client get to the next level, someone else will. So it might as well be you. Okay, so the second thing that we notice when we're coming into companies when they hire us to run their sales department. In most companies, marketing and sales are treated separately. And usually there's an opposing force that is happening in someone's marketing and sales department where they are not in alignment. Marketing is blaming sales because they're not converting the leads, and sales is blaming marketing because they're not getting enough qualified leads. Now, what we found is unless there's a complete harmony between marketing and sales, it's going to be challenging to win. Why? The market's already hard enough, let alone if you are having conflict within your own company, blaming each other, that's not going to create an opportunity for growth. It's not going to create an opportunity for momentum. And so we actually have just started to call our marketing and sales departments growth departments, because all of it is about the growth of the company. It takes new leads to get on sales calls to convert them into sales. It takes sales to bring a feedback loop back to marketing for marketing to do their job better. And so what you want to ask yourself is, what is the synergy between marketing and sales? Are there conversations happening between marketing and sales where they can talk to each other, learn from each other? Is marketing learning from the sales data? Is sales informing the marketing on what they could do better to bring in more educated appointments? If there's not a synergy between them, you're going to notice that you're not only going to be fighting the external economy, you're going to be fighting your internal team. And any team that isn't fully aligned, especially in this current market, is going to have a challenging time winning. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3 is you must have a sales environment dedicated to helping your sales team win. Now, most people think that if they hire a couple closers, all of their sales problems will go away. They think that their closing team should be able to handle everything, should be able to take care of them, follow up with their leads, close them. And I get it. But we're living in a world today where there's more competition than ever before. And there's a few key things that need to happen for your sales environment to be producing consistent results. And so when we look at our sales environment, we look at 3 things. We look at sales system, we look at sales team, and we look at sales strategy. Okay, so let's look at sales system first. The sales system is the process in which you educate, qualify appointments automatically without your sales team needing to be there. Now, why is that important? Because your sales team should be focused on sales-related activities, right? They should be focusing on having conversations, following up with those leads. But if you can take care of some of the lifts automatically and make sure that your leads are both qualified, educated, that there's a system that allows your team to write notes, to follow up, a CRM, so that they can track all of this, clear metrics and a way to track them so that your team can actually look at their metrics and see if they're winning or losing. And if they're not winning, they can look at what specific metric they need to adapt in order to do. And so what you want to do is fuel your sales team around a system that allows them to win, a system that sends out consistent emails, texts, nurtures your prospects, an application form that qualifies them, a journey that they're taking on before they get to the sales conversation. And so without a sales system, you're going to rely on your sales team, and they're going to be taken out of their zone of genius. And so we want to keep sales team doing what sales team wants to do, which is close deals, which is build relationships, which is get on the phone with people. All right, so sales system, sales team. That is a process of sourcing, hiring, training, and managing your team. All right, there's a lot here. I could spend an entire video going over this, but ultimately, do you have a process for sourcing qualified A-player candidates? Do you have a process for vetting through them and hiring the best ones that you know will crush it from day one? Do you have a process for managing them consistently so they're getting call reviews, so they're getting trained, so they're getting supported? And do you have a process for creating culture around the team so you could lead them effectively so they can hold each other accountable? And last is sales strategy. Now, everything we're talking about today is sales strategy, but ultimately, your business has a strategy that you've developed, that you've created to get you consistent sales. How often are you refining that strategy? How often are you looking at it and making sure it's still working in today's economy, in today's world? How often are you pivoting to see if you can try something different that would work better? Your sales strategy is an evolving thing, and it's something that is likely going to need to change in this day and age. All right, so 3, you must have a sales environment. A sales environment includes your sales team, so your sales system, your sales team, and your sales strategy. 4, we resisted this one for a very long time. For the first 2.5 years of our business, we did not think we needed appointment setters. We didn't. We thought that our sales team can handle all of it. We didn't want to take on the added responsibility of having appointment setters. But now what we've realized is attention is scarce. Attention is scarce. It's harder than ever before to keep people's attention. And so we need to make sure we're maximizing on all of the leads we bring in. And here's the reality. Your leads are ignoring your emails. Your leads are ignoring your texts, and your leads are forgetting about you a few weeks, even a few days, even a few hours after they have opted in for whatever it is you're offering. Okay, and so because of that, we need to have teams of setters that are reaching out to all of your leads. All of your leads should be getting 8 to 10 calls. All of your leads should be getting consistent text messages, direct emails from a team of setters that is working your pipeline and making sure it is known that there is a service that can help your leads solve their problems. Because here's the thing. They're experiencing the challenge over and over again, but the one who wins is not the one with the best product. The one who wins is the one who shows up with the solution in front of that person more times than anybody else. All they could think about is you and your solution. And the way we do that is through a team of setters that supports you in calling, getting on the phone, qualifying prospects, and booking them into your sales team's calendar. So you must have a setting team if you want to build a 100K plus a month expert business in 2024. Last step is things are hard right now. Things are hard. If you don't have financing options, you will lose. If you don't have financing options, you will lose. Right? There are multiple platforms out there. We have some. If you want, comment below or reach out to us. We can connect you with some of our providers. But we have providers that allow our leads to get financing for up to 36 months. Imagine that. Imagine they can take your 10K program and finance it for up to 36 months. Break the payments down to $300 to $400 a month. It is a hard time right now, and the way out is through financing. Think about this. Why do banks thrive through hard times? Why do banks thrive through hard times? Because people are taking out loans. People are now taking out lines of credit. They need to. They're relying on these loans and lines of credit in order to win. And guess who wins? The bank does. And so instead of making the bank win, why don't you win? Start thinking like a bank. Start thinking on how you can finance your leads. At the very least, have a payment plan. At the very least. But ideally, partner with a financing company that could allow you to get extended financing for your clients so that you can bring in more people at an affordable rate and you get paid all of it. Okay, so let me run through them all again. 5 things that you need to thrive in today's economy in 2024 so you can build a multi-million-dollar coaching and expert business. The first thing is you need an Ascension ladder, a downsell, a back-end offer to maximize on your clientele. 2, you need a synergy between marketing and sales. If there isn't a harmony between them, it's going to be challenging to grow. There's going to be internal conflict, and those opposing forces will slow your business growth or even bring it to a halt. 3, you must have a sales environment. A sales environment includes a process for your sales system, your sales team, and your sales strategy. 4, you need to build an appointment setting team if you want to build a $1 million business in the expert space. There's so much competition and attention, and you need to leverage appointment setters in order to tap into that attention. 5, financing options. Today's economy is challenging. If you're not offering people financing options, it's going to be challenging for them to want to move forward. So that's it. I hope that is helpful. We're going to keep sharing videos on what we're noticing on how to thrive in the coaching, expert, and consulting space in 2024 and beyond. And we're going to keep sharing tips with you guys on what we're noticing as we're building out world-class sales and setting teams for our clients. Much love, guys. Have an amazing day. Look forward to creating more videos for y'all.